Jane Hume, you're going to go glass half full, talking about Australia's unemployment rate.
I don't think it's glass half full, Tom. I actually think this is exceptionally good news. You're right, it's pretty miserable down here in Victoria. It's a grey and cold lockdown day. But I'm here to give Australians, and particularly those in lockdown, a message of hope. The data that we saw coming out of the ABS this week shows that the Australian economy is exceptionally resilient. The unemployment figures were down for the 8th month in a row, down to 4.9%, which is the best that we've seen in years and years. And most importantly, we saw that 160,000 new jobs were created. Just 160,000 more jobs exist now since from the beginning of the pandemic, which is quite an extraordinary number. The proportion of Australians that are in work is back to record levels. And they're not just any old jobs either. These are full-time jobs, which is really important. In fact, 150,000 Australians now are in full-time work, more than 150,000 more than at the beginning of the pandemic. So just to picture 150,000 Australians, that's 1.5 times the MCG, touchy subject this week. It's about 3 times the size of a packed SCG. So that many more people in full-time work, that's genuinely life-changing. And importantly, we also saw the youth unemployment figures come back down to numbers that we haven't seen since 2009. Which is really encouraging, because we know when young people get into the workforce, particularly in their 20s, get that first stable and secure employment, it really diminishes the chances that they'll fall into the trap of a lifetime of welfare dependency. So I think that there is good news on the horizon. Will those unemployment figures be dented by the current lockdowns in Sydney and Melbourne? Look, probably it's likely that'll happen. But I think that we should take heart from the numbers that we've seen today. And we should also say to ourselves that, at the end of the lockdowns, at the end of the restrictions, we're going to come back to a resilient Australian economy, a world-leading economy with the opportunities and jobs that Australians expect and deserve.